tonight while we're free.
We're back at it. Let's see if something works. It works. GG bet is a place to place your bets, and if you don't place your bets, you're gonna place the bets at a place where you don't want to place your bets. Makes sense? That sounds like a great place to place what you want to place. That was tough, wasn't it? Either way, directly coming into the knife round. Elements Pro Gaming, as well as lads of Winstrike, they survive in case they win this best of 3. So far, this fight of survival, it worked out for the lads over there at Winstrike. If that's gonna work, it's gonna be a different kind of story. And therefore, seems like right now CT team is gonna benefit from it, and our final survivors, Valina, congrats to that, you won the knife round. What's more crucial though, overpass has been picked. What I personally think of that, well, it's a bad decision. I'm gonna explain you why. You might gonna say, okay, you know, overpass is something we can work with, but EPG is doing that mistake kind of on a regular basis. Recently lost against Windigo on this map. The fun story about all of this was actually that EPG decided, no, excuse me, Windigo decided to pick overpass. Okay, that's 100% fine. Now what's going to come at us though is a quantum barometer fire, and not just any quantum barometer fire, a quite decent quantum barometer fire, which is, or was more likely able to play this map overpass sort of good. So I don't know how to feel about this, but I have a bad feeling for QBF, and I have a good feeling for the lads over there on Winstrike. Talking about though, Jimco's losing his head, Waterfall's coming from behind, but Valina is assisting enough to take down Hooch, which makes this retake a little bit easier with only 3 alive. Valina could just pass over, shooting nearly one of his teammates. The Lion is spotted. Boomich might just die in the process, but therefore, Malik gonna make it 2 low HP players though. Now it's only down to Lion. He's usually one of those great pistol shooters. Talking about it. 1 tapped away by Boomich. And that's gonna be nothing else than a 1-0 after a plant has been working out. Fun story though. Winstrike also lost this map against the same team EPG recently lost this map against too, Windigo. So, I don't know. I still don't want to give it to EPG. I don't believe in it. Recently being crushed by their opponent on this, and I think Winstrike have the same sort of qualities to deliver a similar story. Travel now coming in over and long. It's going to be taken out. That's going to be final. Malik trying his best to make it work with the Deagle. I think he rocked 1 body shot there onto Waterfalls, but that should be it. The USPS does the job. Bai is going to come in similar. A little bit of a deja vu of what we already had back on our previous map. And I'm just waiting for this, you know? I'm just waiting for this to go according to plan. And a team, you know, a team like EPG, freshly changing their roster once more, playing on a map where QBF is quite okay at, I don't know how to feel. Honestly, don't know how to feel about it. Because when we take a look at it, it's more like overpass feels good for that team. Talking about though, Alliance finds 2, not to be stopped at that point in time. Still can make it work together with travel. Man advantage is still in favor of Winstrike though. Jimka's timing, it needs to be on point. Communicating here with Alina seems quite crucial to get the right timing at the right point, but moving over to truck is crucial. It allows Jimka to not do anything at the moment. Whilst the line gets that C4 down, makes it also kind of problematic because Jimka, he needs to remain silent. No one off the side is looking over, and he's just making the move through. Valina is taken out. Jimka could just go for the defuse because it's planted in his favor, and he's exactly doing that. He starts it. He has 2 players up ahead, and he doesn't pull through. He wanted to kill both. Can't make that possible. Sad story. But EPG, they have picked this map for a very good reason. So when I go, for example, to Boomich, the team of QBF, or the roster of QBF, has played this map 3 times during their existence. 3 times during their existence. It's kind of self-explanatory why EPG decided to play overpass. I mean, the last time they played as QBF was against Pro 100 during the 12th of December 2017. Funny-wise, Boomich as well as Waterfalls, the last time they have played this map before QBF was at EPG. So it's sort of a fun story, you could say. Right now, it needs to be a fun story for Winstrike to retain control back on the site here. Lion passing on for the right moment. Not really. Valina finds him. Quick. Boomich. As well as the final one on the Winstrike site. Now need to somehow retrieve it. That Molo seems to be working. Malik barely anything inflicted from that. It's only down to travel. That bomb is down. The Molotov is eating it up, so you gotta move. But Boomich might just hit the wrong timing whilst Quick is not around the corner fast enough. And if the player is being spotted, that's once more a different sort of story. Travel just waiting. He saw the shadow of Quick. Now he's known. And a body shot away from dying. Diffuse coming in. That team playing this map is an unusual sight. Both teams playing this map is a little bit of an unusual sight.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
With that 3-2-1, excuse me, being the case, EPG logically going for the eco, going for the 2 pistols, trying to make that one work. I mean, a Lion or Malik on those guns, as you see it. And the first one down, and a little bit more of a cautious approach right now, because Quick stands in a position where he could be flooded by opponents. Now needs to show us that his accuracy is on point. Waterfalls is agreeing with that. And so it's going to be Travel as well as a Lion, showing us that they're made for frag movies. Those Deagle shots, which are so beautiful. And Trevor wants to rather play it aggressive. Avoided HE damage. Makes it work onto 1. You see it, the CT's only surviving with 2 means quite good reinvestment. And guns being dropped, and there is a tech pause being called by Waterfalls. And also, kind of shocking, Void X as well as Hooch. 0-5 each. Travel and a Lion 5-4-6-4. Don't really only want to rely on 2 players making frags. Don't get me wrong, you have your star guys, you have the lads rather supporting. But on the other hand, it's getting uncomfortable when, for example, consistently your really crucial fragger is dying. We're just 6 rounds in. We can't really judge if that is right now just a bad play. And as we're at it, Valina and Co, it's your time to fortify that lead. Valina with that actually kind of nice and 8. He has the kind of clue to it. 50 seconds. We see Toilets has been now location secured by Winstrike, so they can kind of evaluate. Valina, Jimka, they're gonna get a little bit of assistance. What is Hooch gonna call? Retreat and get over to A, or stick to the B plan? It seems like it's gonna be stick to the B plan. Jimka is getting himself through, which the shots are coming down. Valina is there to frag and keep on fragging. Elion is gonna be the final one. 94 HP. The lad as left finds himself that frag onto Valina, and now you need to make it work with just the MP9, the gun that I wouldn't really call a long-range success tool. On the other hand, if you go short, you can find a line quite easily. He's low HP though, would have been great for Boomich. He has the kit to make it work in just 5 seconds. You just realize, okay, I gotta make it work at one point. He's pulling through. 3, 2, 1. Not gonna be enough. Elion peeking over at the right time, and he wants more saves today. Winstrike, you're not allowed to extend that. But the force is gonna come either way, because we see waterfalls as well as Boomich. 1.4. And 1.7. And there we see Scout. Yes. I mean, if those pistols can make it work, it's a different sort of story. It's not impossible. Especially a guy like Boomich staying so close. No, Boomich. Don't do this. I tell you to not do this. Please don't. No, well, stepped. Accuracy, Boomich. Oh, 15. Such a hard enough life. He finds even Malik there. The guy he just electrocuted, but only partially. Hit down 27, which probably is horribly pronounced by me, but it shall mean hit by Zeus. That's still 3 players alive. I mean, it's not impossible. The bomb rotating over to the B site. Jimka needs to hold himself passively, because unfortunately, welcome to the 8 HP club. Most all of this is happening. It's getting tricky. Jimka has been spotted. Waterfalls to final man. That's the idea. It goes down, goes aggressive, but not working out in the end. Would have been too beautiful. It seems like EPG, they might just have that right kind of thrill. You know, getting back into this is the best of three. You're far away from out of it. Fun story though, on the other hand, Boomage is doing the Speedy. As the Sprout player, Speedy always tries to get as many frags with Zeus as possible. Molina, what are you doing? Is there a way to line this up? Or is he just trying to play the gardener? So, he's coming around and just watered the plants. He was a little more aggressive. Not gonna find himself towards playground.
Bomb has been planted.
Lena, he tries to make it work, but as expected, no one's coming at him.
Terrorists win.
And it's going to be the 4-4, a tight scoreline, finally! Took a few seconds, but they did it. And if Winstrike on the CT site is gonna look good or not, different story, because and I mean, getting yourself this done as early as possible, you're probably quite happy with that. Waterfalls finds a line. Hooch and Cole are sprinting over long, saying screw it. I'm making it aggression. Whilst now, Waterfalls waits, and his patience is going to be rewarded. Jumps over towards Toilet. No one is expecting him in here for the moment. Malik is still getting himself quick bump. Is down, and Waterfalls, he should be kind of known by their opponents. That Molotov set the truck on fire. It doesn't even matter. Travel finds himself too. Molina. He nearly made it. I think he was just running out of ammo there. 3 HP left onto Hooch. Oh god, that could have ended way differently and not really in the fashion EPG would have liked it. As Valina and Co. are once we're not really down to the best of a bite. Hard to imagine anyone will see them winning right now. But you picked this map for a reason. And no Winstrike barely plays this, and after even a great start, and as only 3 are alive on the EPG side, you can still make it work with that, especially as Boomage, who has 1 frag so far in this round, picked up that AK. And with that kill, having an additional, quite great tool for killing, could make it work. Not quite sure if he knows where Hooch is. Voidex comes for assistance. Oh no, Milena, that was your frag. Melina's on his own.
Bomb has been planted.
I can hardly imagine that Scout's gonna make anything work anymore, especially both players separated, split up, Malik, as well as Hooch. United again somehow, but as a few players start left, right, and center, it's gonna be Valina on the path to possibly find a gun. I'm not quite sure where players start anymore, actually. And did I ever mention I love the new map coming with the panorama UI? It looks so clean. This stuff is so clean. Take a look. The colors describe the different height level, you know, and I like it. I really like it. Like, this is like one of the few things where I say thanks, Wolf. Thanks. I was always bad at drawing. And if the CT site is finally able to make anything work, after a great start, it's going to be Alina and Quick doing so. Somehow Waterfalls not really aware that someone could come over along. Jim Cup directing him right. He heard a few stabs to his right hand side either way. Travel probably not too happy that he got exposed by that. Voidix slowly and steady cleaning out the side where Boomich just looked in this direction. Was not really able to make that one work. The bomb goes down 7-4. Elements Pro Gaming seem to do everything right now and are actually quite close to secure the first half already. Waterfalls and Co. Something needs to change up, obviously, because it doesn't run as well as it used to do. And therefore, the major contenders need to deliver us a different sort of a show. Again, our first frag onto line. It's a decent start, no doubt about it, but the Eagles mostly. UMP and ZZ as well. You need to somehow make it work with that, and it's probably not going to be the easiest sort of thing to do, whilst everything is coming down to Waterfall, stealing a bit of damage and whiffing a shot, possibly losing the most important gun right now. Sad story it is, but Belina is hitting shots either way. So we need more seconds or less on the clock. It's getting a little tricky right now. You have to say it like that. It's really getting tricky. Because the problem that now occurs, you have to retake in the last 10 seconds. Retakes haven't been going well for you recently. Quick might come close. Needs to make the body shots work, and as Malik is down to 19 HP, get one guy on that defuse and trust your teammate. It doesn't even matter. He finds it anyway. That's Winstrike. He's now having a few players of EPG coming towards the site. It's Jimko as well as Quick already finding two. Might be just working out exactly as they'd like to. Boost coming in as it seems. Quick just waiting. Relina get on my head. Sure, no biggie. But Waterfall's just cleaning it out anyway. C4 should have been spotted. Voidex is the only one who's probably quite unexpected with his position. Let's travel. This is looking just very, very tricky. Alina now needs to defend in the best fashion he can. Oh, nearly dies there to travel. It's gonna be the final one as Malik pulls it through. It's 14 HP onto Hooch. It was just a body shot away from dying.
Bomb has been planted.
As Jimko on the right hand side needs to find a line. Just tries to pull through the Mac 10. It's such a lethal tool at that point in time. A single shot and you got it. Whilst Hooch needs to be 100% accurate and Jimko's pulling through. A second and he got it. The AWP no chance. Winstrike at it again. How brutal it could have been for EPG to get a strikingly good first half out of this. Jimka has it all right said. That's going to be a shutdown for EPG. Round number 15. It seems to go in the fashion Winstrike would like it. And it's Boomich to his left in sight. Oh no, it needs to tap away Hooch. It works. That was a little bit astonishing, but EPG, they were getting it. Therefore, 1 round advantage. I'm still kind of shocked by what happened here. Winstrike, you get the first victory going. Just one more, and you're out of it. And probably they would be quite happy about this. If the Z side is going to work, it's not going to work with a knife back into waterfalls. And it's Malik. They're trying to make it work. They're all just rushing on the side, and the Glocks are saying thank you for that. Malik and Hooch. A single body shot Hooch is now away. Get 1 Glock in it. They should know where Hooch is. Which can't really get a safe plant towards short though. And Hooch stays hidden. I think they're not quite sure if Hooch just passed them. Jimko, by the way, on 4 frags. Barely pointed it out, and the heat of the moment isn't really to be noticed. But Hooch waits. He waits, and he waits. If we look accurately, do we see the silencer? No, we don't. And they're all just a bit confused, every single one of them. Now Hooch has heard that. And I kind of lose my mind if this works for Hooch, but in a good way. And Boomich is hidden. You won't take him out. He's not being spotted though. And now he's spotted though. Not 1 HP on the Boomich. Hide yourself. And there it goes. Single body shot. The ace for Jimka as he secures Winstrike, the tie onto this, and therefore forces EPG in a situation where barely anything will be on their side. Which magic of Counter-Strike. Nate lands 1 meter beside him. Ta-da, there it goes. They're somehow getting this kind of done. Malik gets quick. It's certainly shocking. Thankfully has his teammate Waterfalls. That could have gotten a little bit closer. Hooch and the Lion now need to close it out. And Hooch, you hit the right timing or not? The Lion is there to say knock knock into the head of Waterfalls. No idea where he shot through. He made it work though. And from the side he arrives. Hooch gets him as well. EPG on number 9. And Winstrike, they don't really like this map, and you can see it. And Quick gets it. Quick and his team that needs... I mean, it's not like, you know, you are right now the team that is on the favorite position, but you would still expect a little bit more possibly from Winstrike. On the other hand, the team barely knows anything about the map. You can't really blame them at that point. That's a line. It's not to be stopped. "35 more seconds. How are you going to approach this?" That's known. Hooch now needs to be aware. Flashbang worked. Ballina, you need to be fast enough to assist there, but, you know, Quick's doing it anyway. The only Lithuanian on the team, and Ballina, he should hear those steps. Players are coming up. First one heard, second one to come. Ballina, he's not really assisting here. The unfortunate port, Quick, down to nothing more than just 6 HP. Travel would have a easy time. Oh, but he doesn't hit those shots. And Quick shows big balls. Oh no, you got to be kidding. He hides perfectly. Winstrike with a single man getting those rounds. It's incredible. This back and forth, and right now Winstrike getting it back to just that tie. I don't really believe it, but I somehow believe it. Those sort of things you don't really want to believe. And I mean, Winstrike recently taken out a team like Sprout 16-3 on this map, and that wasn't a tough one, you have to say. Their T-side being flawless against NATO, Safix, and Co. But right now they seem to really have something to work with against EPG. The bomb's going to go down either way. Players now coming in from behind. Alina knows and taps away too. The follow-up will be a buy again from EPG. How did that now happen? Waterfalls died for being knifed from a lion. I don't really get it. But here he's dead. At least a good bunch of additional dollars he's getting himself. Therefore, a single USP is trying what it can achieve, and it probably will be nothing. There we go. Probably will be nothing. Exactly that way. 10-9, Winstrike. You tried to get a little bit more out of this. Ouch. Lion ripping off the head of Quick. If you really want to counterplay it op anymore, that's a different sort of story. It's difficult, for sure. Yeah, Hooch find himself the double. That is control you don't want to give away, really. But in the end, Winstrike seemed to give that chance of a streak directly away to EPG. Patience is there. I mean, Travel and Co, they have only 2 opponents up ahead. Yeah, and that becomes not too much of a surprise. Lena still tapping away too. Doesn't go for Travel. Would have been too beautiful. Don't forget to get your bets running on GGBet. A place where you can bet on those games. The StarSeries I-League Season 6 Qualifier. Pause coming in. Winstrike, they would have some sort of a mixed buy. As 10-10 is the case, EPG could stay alive and try to secure more. Because logically you want to stay alive in this qualifier. About just not anything, it's about a slot at the StarSeries I-League Season 6. Lena, gotta live that there's a Travel possibly nearby. And he finds him there in the end. So Elements Pro Gaming, gotta play with a player less. As Hooch is passing over, is his flank gonna work out? He's passing towards 2 players in tutorials. He doesn't even glance. You want to take a look. Problem I'm seeing is Waterfalls gets him. Yeah, the players are out shifting over. No chance for you, Hooch. Nice try, but a tough one to achieve when suddenly all players now shifting from the B side directly over an A. Lion is going to be the fastest and also the first one to arrive. Do they call a safe? They do.
Bomb has been
Lena has a problem with it. Finds the first onto Voidix there in the end. So Malik and the Lion are not going to have the easiest time to get those guns into the follow-up round, because even though the terrorists, they don't have a big buffer, barely any economic reserves, they'll try to get those guns out of the hands. Whilst Jimka's doing it right, Lena died, expecting the players to pass by. Jimka sees the first, taps away one, now knows where a line is, and might just find the upper, sneaks down those stairs. Is able to take out the player with the $4,750 gun, a very crucial one. No guns being safe for EPG, and that means Winstrike can comfortably get themselves further. That collateral perfectly done, 13 to 10. And Winstrike. They're here with the streak. I think it was 3 rounds in a row right now. Shutting down EPG at this point would be so goddamn good for the team. The Lion finds waterfalls. It's not starting too well. Really, it doesn't it? With 50 more seconds, those guns, they might make it work for EPG. As travel gets quick as well. How do you want to make it work with just that amount of players, especially as their teammate is flashed? Which has an easy one there into the toilets. Seems like something's not going right with the coordination. Jimka and Co, they have good money after they've gained so many rounds in a row, but if you really want to run into this, that's a different sort of story. Lena tries to gain attention, forces Malik over, and I like that very much, honestly. It does not work out though for Jimka. Tries to get Void X. Lena doesn't want to stop fragging, can't get it onto Malik, and therefore 13-11, EPG still at it. The final buy for Winstrike, it's gonna be right here. At least for the moment. 13-11. If that 13-11 is turning out to be a success for Winstrike, they not only get themselves number 14, no, they shut down the economy of EPG. Reset they would be. And Trevor wants to go aggressive. Something Boomit should finally be aware now that long aggression is some sort of strategy EPG really likes. Gets taken out, but that should give you the signals. They play so aggressively towards long that they feel so goddamn confident. If you don't seize the opportunity, I mean, it's a repetitive strategy. You might just read through it, but on the other hand, those are the pro players. They know it better. As we see right now, shifting back towards city spawn, Hooch already coming over to the B site. Jimka and Co have not taken any ground yet, and they still let the play time in favor of their opponents. But as we see, Hall's gonna come in, just back on the side, Void X playing around the pillar. You can really notice right now, Winstrike can't do much more than just basic executes. There's nothing on the T side where you'd say that was a very good strategy. That was something I've seen in another pro team or so. It's just basic executes they know and they try to work with. Quick's gonna be the first. Point man at that point. Finds one. Can't connect onto the second together with Valina. Man advantage by one is now in favor of the site of Winstrike. Problem that occurs, low HP. And that's a good bunch of the bomb still has to go down. Another frag coming in. And Malik, he's just waiting up there. You need to peek him together and make that shot count. It doesn't work onto one. Bomb's gonna be planted anyway.
Bomb has been planted.
And Jimka, you gonna make it work or not? He's able to sneak away as he crouches over from short. You gotta hit the right timing. Not looking for any sort of aggressions is really what you need. Jimka, he's pulling through. Malik is pulling through. You need to make that peak. He's not counting the time. He's making it work. Last second. It seemed like it was just about to be in favor of Elements Pro Gaming because a little bit of too much hesitation there on the side of Winstrike. But the terrorists make it work, and they also bring EPG in such an uncomfortable state of barely having anything on the board. 2-0 for Jimka and Co is something they definitely need to look out for right now. Seize it, grab it, and make it work. Don't just get too shaky, don't get too risky, because you know EPG like to take aggression, especially towards playground and long, something they have done previously quite often. First time it seems to be close range duel we're seeing here. Molina and Buich might be not too ready that an MP9 and a Max 7 will be just around the corner, and that could get very uncomfortable because Malik is just waiting for that. Loses his head. First one to come. Ouch! Doing major damage there. He switches things up. We're still taking out by Jimka. He would have just needed to pass left and right, but in the end, his death seemed to be inevitable. Inevitable. Jesus, English. As Quick gets an hour to travel, it's suddenly a deagle as well as a single for Moss. If you're gonna make it work with those two tools, it's difficult. Quick is the first one down. Voidex might just make it work for his team. And waterfalls? He doesn't hear the stats from behind! And Line makes it work! What was this kind of round? Unbelievable. And Winstrike could have got the number 15, but EPG is like, no, we're snatching it away from you, and it worked. Shocking. There, line spotted, not taken out. As Winstrike seem to struggle with what they're having right now. It's not looking good, especially as Quick's got to be hunted down. Not close enough, though. Who'd rather retreating. That's getting tricky. Yeah, and Travel's doing it right. Boomage. 14 HP. On the right-hand side, it's Travel, and he probably has no more chance. They had a free ticket in the previous round. They had a free ticket to gain the number 15. It seems like, well, a little bit reckless they played with that ticket. Make it work with those pistols? Tough time. Definitely, you're not gonna have it easy with this. As a Lion on the AWP has shown quite much accuracy. Talking about it, misses that shot right there. Molina somehow gets huge with just a Glock. To believe this is gonna work for Winstrike, you need to be some kind of spiritual guy, no doubt. And we just saw it from the perspective of Molina, how his teammate died mid-air. Line tries to flick onto waterfalls, doesn't make that one work. If it would be me, my logical kind of assumption would be I have an op on A. The AWP is a lethal gun. Why do I not go to B? I could be horribly wrong, to be very honest. But it seems kind of logical to me. Kind of. Now Quick. Here on his right-hand side, that Travel might start striking. Takes him out. It keeps that man equalized situation alive in favor of his team, whilst Malik's gonna come from behind to hit the right timing onto Quick. So taps him away with a single shot. It needs to be some kind of miracle for Winstrike. As Valina finds one, but can't tap away Malik. 14-14. EPG, do you really get out of this as the victor? As Waterfalls pauses this, he definitely doesn't want it to be a best of 3 with 3 maps. Next up would be Mirage. Mirage, gotta give that to Winstrike any day. Winstrike isn't particularly good at this map. 54% win ratio on this in the past 3 months. On the other hand, this roster played the map of Mirage 4 times in the last month. They've lost it every single time. Console saying something in Russian. I don't understand a single word of this. Something with TeamSpeak Alliance says. TS is one logical assumption. You can still do your bets, by the way. GG Bet. It's a place to go to. The lads who are sponsoring this tournament partially, by the way. So feel free to do what you love. Who's it gonna be? Winstrike could close this out in a fashion the most comfortable way they could imagine. Do you got it right or wrong, quick? Do you got it right or wrong? Because what matters right now is to leave it all behind what you had in the previous rounds. All the shaky plays, all the shaky situations. And do you want to make it work? Quick and Co are playing it more patiently in front of the B site. Waterfalls is a different approach this time. We saw EPG very often trying to make the aggression work towards A-Long, and this time Waterfall's going to counter-aggress it. Hooch seems to be kind of ready for it. Pulls the grenade out and nearly finds the frack. Elindo gets Jimka, and that op needs to be stopped. And it is going to be Valina doing so, but Malik is finding Waterfalls. The Lurker is taken out. You need to get control of that B side ASAP. No one is coming from short. That's the only advantage Winstrike are having right now. 40 more seconds. Traveling to the left. Traveling not only taken out by Boomich a little bit late. 2 more. And this is going to be Void X or Malik. Or Quick and Valina. because only one team can play with the time. The guy on 40 HP now needs to clutch it out all on his own. The bomb planted in favor of EPG. And Quick's known. Flashbang. It's going to help Voidex. EPG, welcome to the access to overtime, or the possibility to even get a win out of this. It's huge though. Finds Valina. It's incredible what's now going to happen, because they've done such a fast-paced aggression towards the site of B that we might get overtime running a line. Tries to spray and spray and spray, but let's say it like that, the AWP is not really a gun to start a spray with. And Sal Boomich with a ZZ and Waterfall with the M4 are now trying their best to make it work. ZZ to long range, one taken out, Waterfalls found as well. We got the 16-14. We're going on map number 3. We're gonna see Mirage in just a second. Till then, we're taking a little break. We'll just be right back with Winstrike versus EPG, the final map to set it off.